Since moving to Spain in 2020, I've been able to create a life for myself and enjoy a quality of life that is simply unmatched in places like the UK, where I'm originally from. In this video, I'm going to tell you what I think when it comes to having a great quality of life in Spain. Let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Jonny. I'm originally from the UK, but I've been living and working in Madrid for the past 5.5 years. On this channel I talk a lot about life in Spain, about the practical, financial aspects of it, and I also share a lot of my travels and journeys around the world. It's early April as I make this video, very nice weather, around 20 degrees right now. Come out for a walk in the afternoon, it's nice sunshine, because I believe tomorrow it's going to be cloudy and rainy, so I thought I'll get out and enjoy it while I can. And this in itself is a demonstration of the good quality of life that we have in Spain. The fact that I can come out after work in the afternoon, sun is shining, and I can make this video for you guys. I do want to say though, of course, that what I'm about to share in this video is my experience. Not everybody has the same experience as me coming to Spain. Obviously life here is not perfect and amazing 100% of the time. There are challenges that come with it, and some people may experience those challenges and different challenges to varying degrees. But the overarching theme that I want to get across in this video is that the quality of life in Spain is really good. And with that, let me get into some of the ways that I've been able to enjoy a great quality of life since moving here. So the first point to talk about is the mentality here. It's a much more laid back, slower paced life than you have in countries like the UK, like France, definitely, than in the US, I'm sure. Of course, in big cities like Madrid and Barcelona, you do have a bit of the hustle and bustle as people are going to work, and there is, big business and companies that are based there. So you do have a lot of professionals working in the city, and that can create a bit more of a faster pace in those cities. If you put those cities to the side and we're looking at other cities in Spain, maybe villages, towns, then the pace of life is much more laid back than in places like the UK, like the US, like France, where I lived as well. And that's not to say that people are lazy or don't do their job well, not at all. I've said that in another video that I've done on the channel as well. Spanish people work, and they do work hard. They just have a clear separation between when it's time to work and when it's time to rest. And by having that good work-life balance, being able to disconnect, relax and take time away from work, I think, puts you in a position where you can enjoy life to the full and still give your all, do your best at work. But not only that, I think people here know how to enjoy their free time properly as well. And perhaps that's got something to do with the weather, the way of life here, the time zone even, because in the UK you're waking up at like 7, 8 a.m. to go to work. It's the same here. The difference being, if we take the winter, autumn, spring months in the UK, it's still getting dark quite early, and the day kind of has the feeling that it's over once you leave the office to go home. Here in Spain, that's not really the case, apart from in months like December, January maybe. As I say, it's early April right now. The clocks have just gone forward for summer. And the sunset for today is round about 8 p.m, a little bit after if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna have sunshine until 8:30 p.m. Again, putting aside the winter months. Worst case scenario, you got a couple of hours of daylight left, and in the best case scenario, in summer, you're looking at until 9-10 p.m. It can still be light outside. So you got this feeling that the day's not over. There's still stuff you can do. You can go to a park, you can go to a terrace for some food and drinks or whatever. You can go do some outdoor activities after work. You can come for a walk like I am right now even. My own situation, I do have to admit, this is something I did more when I first moved to Spain. Now, because I've obviously got Millennials with Money and a lot of things on my plate, I don't have as much time as I used to have. Enjoy those afternoons, evenings as I once did, but I perhaps should do that a bit more, to be honest. And then there's another few peculiarities with the way that the workday is structured in some cases. Some companies, not all, mine for example, I don't have this, but some companies, they have longer breaks for lunch, maybe 1.5 to 2 hours. So that can give you enough time to go home in some cases, relax and have some lunch before going back to the office or going back to work, or even just going outside, sit at a restaurant, have lunch, which is also very popular. And there are some companies as well that have this intensive working day. Some of them have them on Fridays. A lot of companies have them in summer, where you'll essentially finish work at 2-3 p.m. and you'll have the rest of the day off. So that's a really nice benefit to have as well. And so that definitely gives you the opportunity to take advantage of the day, and it feels like you've got more of the day left for yourself to enjoy that free time and to do things that are important to you and enjoy that. Another big benefit you have living in Spain is the amount of public holidays there are here. And regardless of which autonomous community you live in, you know, you've got a good amount of holidays throughout the year. You've got holidays that are applicable nationwide, like New Year's and Epiphany in January. You have Holy Week, Semana Santa around March, April time. You got a national holiday on May the 1st, and then a lot of autonomous communities, I believe, especially in the case of Madrid, have other holidays in May. October is a national holiday in Spain, 1st of November is a holiday, and then you got the 6th and 8th of December, which are the Constitution Day and Immaculate Conception days, respectively. So that's a lot of days off already. I don't want my maths to fail me out here in public where I don't have the count available, but it's above 10 for sure, like at least in terms of public holidays that you have. Annual leave policies in Spain are quite generous as well. So it's very common for people to take long weekends, known as puentes in Spanish. And it's a really great opportunity to have an extended break. And what a lot of people do with those extended breaks is they'll go on trips around Spain. Like, from living in Madrid, I can tell you, like, anytime there is a puente, a long weekend here, the roads and the motorways at the beginning and the end of the weekend are just absolute chaos because everyone is trying to get out and then everyone is trying to get in afterwards. People are going to the beach, whether it's Valencia, whether it's the south of Spain, even the north of Spain, people go to enjoy breaks as well. It's also a great opportunity to go and travel around the rest of Europe as well, through city breaks, to other European cities, or even, you know, go abroad to the beach or whatever. Or if you don't quite feel like traveling, then of course you can stay at home and enjoy a much quieter couple of days than you'd usually have as well. And then a final point I'm going to discuss, and this is a really big one for why I believe the quality of life here in Spain is so good, is related to like the healthy lifestyle. Again, this is a general observation. It's not the case for everybody, but from my perspective, I feel like overall, you know, people here like to eat well, eat good quality food. The Mediterranean diet is promoted a lot. It's promoted through like nutritionists, all that kind of stuff. And it's something that a lot of people are very familiar with and that a lot of people incorporate as part of their diet. In addition to that, thanks to the good weather, the parks, the nature, the beaches that Spain has, it promotes a more outdoor and active lifestyle in general. I think, like, I'm out in the countryside right now, as you can see, and the number of times I've had to stop or put myself to the side to let runners through whilst making this video, at least 10 times already throughout the course of this video. There's a lot of other people around me that are walking outside as well, walking their dogs, walking with friends, walking by themselves. There's people cycling as well. And so of course it would be a massive shame not to take advantage of and enjoy such beautiful nature, such beautiful weather, and live outdoors. Of course, there's times of year when this is not the case. Ironically, in summertime here, for example, in Madrid, it gets incredibly hot. So it makes it very difficult to come outside during the afternoon. And a lot of people will either come out early in the morning or late in the evening when the temperatures are much lower. And you can probably hear there's another runner that's gone past me right there. And of course, I can't make this video without putting a disclaimer for the north of Spain, where temperatures are much lower than in the rest of the country, and it's a much more temperate, rainy climate than in other parts of Spain. Very much resembles that of the UK. But you get the overall idea of what I'm trying to get across here, right? I always took like my health and fitness seriously, like even before I moved to Spain, but I think since moving here, one, I've started to take it a lot more seriously in the past couple of years, just from a personal perspective. But two, I think it's been a lot easier to stay healthy and to be fit and healthy because I can come outside and walk. I feel motivated and I want to go outside and enjoy the weather. Get some sunshine, which also helps you feel good because of the vitamin D that you get from the sun. So those winter months, you know, it's still sunny outside a lot of the time. So even though it's cold, you're still getting the sunshine and it doesn't feel as bad as in places like the UK in that respect. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's kind of my 2 cents on quality of life in Spain. I really think, you know, like you can have a fantastic quality of life here. Just being here, being in good weather, eating well, getting outside, and having a good work-life balance, I think has immeasurably improved the quality of my life. I definitely don't think I would have this same quality of life in the UK. Definitely really enjoy life and feel good about life in general, just being here through like the benefits I get from the quality of life in Spain. And so with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find it interesting and insightful. Leave a comment and let me know if you're living in Spain. What are the biggest things that have helped you improve your quality of life since being here? If you want to see more Spain related content as well, then be sure to check out these two videos here. So next time, I'll see you on the next one, and let's get this money.